welcome to my latest video. Now, I know it's only been a very short while since I did my 4.5 year video, 4.5 year beard video, should I say. But there's two reasons I'm doing this video. One is because I was asked to do a video by BeardCare 772. I'll put the name bottom of the screen here somewhere-ish. Who said, I'll have to read it I'm afraid, so I haven't memorised it. Awesome beard, can you make a video on how to maintain the beard, like washing, combing, etc.? Well, yes, I can do that. So that was one reason. The other reason was to test out my new video camera, because I had my birthday beginning of the month, and I was given a new video camera as a present from my parents, because my old video camera is no longer compatible with my computer. Useful. So that's why this video is happening. There's also another request, actually, in the comments of my 4.5 year beard video, which was from Jed King. Again, I'll put the name here somewhere. Who said, can we see some side shots of your beard in the next video? Thanks. Well, yes you can. So Jed, just for you, here comes a side shot. Are you ready? Brace yourself. Turn sideways, there you go. That's side shot. Let's move a little bit closer. There you go, how's that? That's one side. Oh! And, I turn this way. There's the other side. And again, a little bit closer. Ooh. There we go. There we are, just for Jed. I hope that makes it. I'll try that again, shall I? I hope that was good for you. That's what you wanted. So I'll even do some more sideways shots in my next proper video, if you know what I mean, my 5-year video. Although unfortunately you will have to wait until next February for that. There we go. Anyway, so back to the request for about beard maintenance and so forth. So looking after a beard and what you do. Well, what I do, every day my beard gets a bit of a wash, or rinse is probably a better word, because I have cereal for breakfast and I usually end up with a bit of milk dribbling down the front of it. So when I go into the bathroom, I just get some water, put my hand under the tap, especially with water on the front. I just washes the milk off, and then I just rub it dry like that in the towel, just like that, and then get rid of the worst of it, and then leave it to air dry. So I think air drying is better than blow drying. One, I just think it's better anyway, just leave it to air dry rather than blasting it with hot air. And two, from a personal point of view, I don't like using a hairdryer getting blasted with all that hot air, because then I get hot and that makes me feel uncomfortable, so I don't like it. So air drying is better. So as I say, it gets a bit of a rinse daily, and I dry it off, and then I brush it every day. This is my brush, which I've had for, as you think about it, very nearly 30 years. And I just brush like that, and all over, moustache. And I also brush, which some people might not think of, the back, like that, the back of the beard. Trying to get all the thing like that, it gets caught. If it gets caught like that, I'm going to do it again now. As an example. No, it's not. If it gets caught and you feel it tangles in, just pull, you rip from the hair, so I just gently ease it out. Brush away like this, and you feel it gets caught, just immediately stop and then gently work it out of the hairs rather than rip your beard out. The brush, I don't know how to describe it, it's wooden. I'll move it towards the camera a little so if you can see that. There goes wooden brush, stiff bristles, and that's it. I've had that for, I'd say, nearly 30 years, and it's still working, thankfully. That's it. Combing, you can use a comb in your beard. It's not as easy. I wouldn't say it's as good, because it's more likely to get caught and pull hairs out. I do have a comb. Obviously, my ordinary standard comb. This one actually, I think actually I'm getting a Christmas cracker. But there it is. That's the comb. This one's, I think, is slightly wider than an average comb. But the wider tooth comb you get, the better for a beard. I have always found the moustache always combs easily. The beard, there we go, you get stuck. Now the trick is, if you're combing a beard, don't start at the top. That's the trick. Start further down. So start, say about there, for example. Okay, if you get stuck like that, don't just keep. Oh, there it's coming. Okay, so you start here, comb down, then move up a little, start there, and comb down. If you get, there you go, it's got stuck. So the trick is, I'll show you slightly further up. Just what to do. You show you further up, but the trick is, when you get stuck, not to just keep pulling down because you end up ripping your hairs out. The trick is to wiggle it side to side, gently, and push down slightly, but wiggle it side to side, and gradually untangle the hairs, releasing it down, so you don't rip out the hairs or break hairs. As I say, combing it's more difficult than brushing. It's just there, just showing you that little example there, it kept getting caught, whereas brush, just brush it out like that, and it's fine. As I say, brush it every day. As for washing it, once, twice a week is enough. I was going to say just an ordinary shampoo. Having said that, personally I use a shampoo designed, supposedly, to make your hair grow faster. It won't grow hair where there isn't hair, so I'm not going to be able to use it up top like that, but whatever hair you have got supposedly makes it grow faster. I was a nice long beard, so that's why it's called FAST, F-A-S-T, which stands for, and I shall put this words at the bottom of the screen as well, for Fortified Amino Scalp Therapy. I couldn't tell you if it actually works or not. I think you get optimum results if you use it, I don't know, every day or something. It'd be much better. You know, every other day or something, you will see improved results. I'm only using it, you know, once a week or something like that. So, but that's what's good, and it is a bit more expensive than your normal shampoo. That's up to you. You just use normal shampoo. Now, some people use jojoba oil, a little dab on the fingers and sort of massage it in. I don't, but they do. It sort of helps protect the beard, makes it softer and so forth, but that kind of thing is down to personal choice. Excuse me, looking over the side, I've got a cheat sheet because I never remember all the things I was going to say, so give me just one second, a quick look. Right, yeah, I think I've mentioned everything except for so I've mentioned about washing it, brushing it, etc. on a daily basis. The other thing to mention, and I'm only going to mention it slightly because I have made a video all about beard, well, it's called beard styles, different ways of wearing your beard up. Normally, if I'm just around the house, I'll leave it like this. If I'm going out, just meeting friends or going to a local pub for a quiz or whatever, I'll give it a brush, make sure it's neat, and then I'll use hairbands and just pop them around. And I've only got one here, but I'll do sort of 5 and get 5 down the length of the beard, evenly spaced. Now let's keep it together and neat. There's obviously, you could plait it instead, together. You could leave it just as it is. The only thing I don't like about leaving it as it is that if it's windy outside, as soon as the wind blows, it does that. It ends up splitting into 2 pieces, which blow in opposite directions. Why they don't ever both blow that way, or that way, I have no idea. They blow... oh, excuse me. They blow in opposite directions, and I just find that annoying. If I both bearded the same way, I wouldn't bother me in the slightest, but they go, and that looks like a giant moustache or something. That's what they do. So I prefer to sort of tie it up in some way. As I say, Beard Styles video describes different ways of doing it. The one thing I didn't mention on the Beard Styles video that I should have done is sometimes I do historical reenactment, and I plait the beard, and into the beard I plait what is called, I believe, a choti. I have one here, made by my friend. That's it. It doesn't look like much. It's actually from India, worn by ladies in their hair, and the ones they wear are much fancier than this, covered in sparkly beads, little mirrored pieces and flowers and all sorts of stuff that's very feminine, which I don't think it would in my beard. But what it is, you can make one quite easily. This was actually done on a lucette. For those who haven't heard of a lucette, it's actually, I've got one upstairs I can show you. So if you bear with me, I shall pause this video and go and give it a show you. Right, so here it is. This is a lucette. It's a wooden thing with two prongs. You can make one of these if you've got an old wooden spoon. Just cut this shape in the bowl of the spoon and you get yourself a lucette. This one was given to me. Now these are used when I do historical reenactment, because they came reenact the 17th century, and that's when they were used. Mostly by women, but men would have done, well, particularly in my day, I played the part of a travelling entertainer. So I'm performing tricks and things, mostly during the day, a little bit in the alehouse, when the people are drunk and I can con them out of their money. But at times, travelling, I would have need something to do. So do this, you make a cord, you see a little bit started here. It makes the cord like this, and then we would have sold the cords to make money. But that's what it is. It's the way you twist it, the wool around and pick it over the top. It's kind of like doing a crochet chain, I suppose, but using two sides, and it makes a very tight cord. That's what it is, and that's what my friend used to make this for me. And you could do the same thing, a crochet chain you could do it with. I don't know what happened there. Crochet chain, or just plait together some strands of wool. Make a plait of wool for one, another plait of wool. You just need the three, and then what you do is actually it'd probably be easier if I actually show you how to do it rather than just try and explain it. So what I shall do, I shall pause this video. I shall go up to the bathroom where there's a big mirror I can look in as well, and I shall show you how to apply a choti. Yes, so once again, sorry about this, once again I shall pause the video and I shall be back in a moment in the bathroom. Okay, so here we are in the bathroom. I'm going to try this, see if it'll work. What you need to do first of all is need to brush the beard, just nice and neat and tidy. And then you need to divide it into 3 parts. Now what I do is I pull that one down and put my hand in there, which keeps this bit out of the way, and spreading out the next bit. Which is this one, I think. Yes, that looks about right. You split it into 3 parts. All nice. In the right places, there we go. And then what you do is you just plait a couple of times like this. No exact amount of times to do it. Just do it there, that'll do. Right. And then what you do is you take your chorty and you put it behind the beard. Now I'm going to put it in front so you can see what I'm doing, but you'd actually put it behind so the little knot piece in the end there is hidden. You put it in front, behind the bit you've plaited, and then you take one length of chorty with each bit of your plait. It's now moved like that, and then you just plait, and you plait with the chorty, which is now in this case moving, and it would stay like that behind, and then you keep on plaiting, which isn't easy because that doesn't want to stay up there for one. You've got to keep tension on it as well, also helps. Oops, now I've made a mistake somewhere. This isn't going to come into plan, but you get the idea. You just keep plaiting, and you're plaiting the chorty as you plait the hair. Obviously that's hidden behind, so you can't see that, and then it looks, you can see that it's looking plaited. And the other good thing about a chorty is, if it's longer than your beard, you can keep plaiting all the way right to the end of your beard, and then you'll get to a point where you're past the end of the beard and you're plaiting just the, I'm trying to show, just the chorty towards the end. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll just plait this all the way to the end. This is a very bad example. I'm trying to show you what to do, not looking in the mirror, and obviously it's at the front rather than the back to start. Right. It's getting very tangled. I keep getting caught in that loop of hair there. I don't know why, but I do. Right, now I'm just going to tilt this down so you can see, hopefully see what I'm doing next. Right, to get to the end you keep plaiting, get to the end of the beard, and you just keep going, and keep going, and keep going. So a few odd hairs getting in there. That's it, now I'm just on chorty, like this. I think that's okay. Anyway, that'll do. So you can see, oops, so too close there. The beard goes all the way down to roughly about there, and then I've got, what's that, an inch, maybe a couple of inches of chorty plaited. And then when you've done enough, what you do is you take the two outer ones, in this case the blues on this outside, reds on this outside, and you tie a simple, sorry you didn't see that, I'll do it again, a simple shoelace knot over the top, wrap that one round, pull it tight like that, and that ties it off and just hangs there. And if I step back, you can see it then hangs, and of course if the chorty is longer than the beard it adds length as well, which is an added bonus. Yes, that's terrible. This is all the way down here. The beginning you should be higher than that actually. Slip down. It should probably be down to there. Before I actually show you, it's down there. It should probably actually start up about there somewhere. So it's dropped down a bit where I was doing it in front rather than behind. But that's it, that's the chorty. As you can see, it adds colour to your beard, it can add length to your beard. It's up to you to decide what to add things. Do have one that's just purely red, that's my favourite colour. And on the end of each strand there's a single little bead of a stone called tiger's eye. Just on the end of each one, if I want something a bit fancier. which is a bit different. It's something I meant to mention in my ways of wearing a beard and I forgot to, so I've now mentioned it. There it is. I shall now take it out and go back downstairs to where I was before. So excuse me, I shall pause the video and I shall be back in a moment. Something else I thought of just before I get downstairs is you're on plait, you end up with 3 bits, and something that I do, you let it hold, and so I just go like that, spreading the hairs out, and I'll step back in, spreading them out all the way to the end on that section, and then do the same on the middle section, pulling it all apart because all the hairs get pushed together and end up almost clumping together. There's a bit there somewhere. There's it. I can see it in the camera there. There's still a bit somewhere there. Pull all the hairs apart, and pull all the hairs apart in that one. So it all should flow. Maybe give you some fluff like that. And there we are, back to normal. You can make a little brush if you want to. Right, there we are. Back to normal. I'll see you downstairs. Right, well, there we go. I'm back. Well, that was the duty. I just wanted to share that, as I say, because it wasn't in the last video. And I think that's all I have to say, really. Other than the obvious, look after your beard, clean and tidy. Because I think one of the major things anti-beard people say is, oh, they're all dirty and horrible. Well, I'm sure there are beards in the world that are dirty and horrible. For example, homeless people, obviously they've got no way of washing themselves. They grow beards, so they end up a bit matted and dirty, I accept. But there are the exceptions to the rule. Most beards on... No, I was going to say normal people, that's rude. Homeless people are normal people, they're just homeless. Most men who grow a beard, it will be clean. That's the important thing. Clean and tidy. People who say, oh, they're dirty. No, they're not. Point out, the beard is as clean as the hair on your head. Because you just use ordinary hair shampoo, so it's perfectly clean. I suppose to a point I can understand why they say it's dirty, because you see homeless people with their dirty beards, or because people eating, you get a bit of food in your beard sometimes. Yeah, as I said, I get milk when I have breakfast, and sometimes eating perhaps say an egg, for example, if we do egg yolk drip or something, you know, you do get, or if I'm eating chocolate cake, I might get a touch of chocolate icing on the moustache or something, or a few crumbs from the cake drop in the beard. So yes, they can be dirty for a moment, but when you finish eating, you go and clean up. You know, I have breakfast and I go and wash the milk out, or, oh, sorry, I was going to sneeze. Or if I'm having dinner and I get crumbs or a bit of chocolate icing or something, you know, or ice cream or whatever, I'll finish eating first. I'm pretty aware that it's there. I'll finish eating first. So don't go cleaning and then getting it dirty again. So I'll finish first, and then I'll go and get rid of the ice cream or the icing or whatever it is, crumbs, whatever's got in there. Crumbs are quite easy to get out. All you've got to do is just knock it like that and the crumbs fall out, generally. Sometimes you get one that's caught in the hair and you have to sort of reach in and pick it out, but basically the crumbs just fall out, so they're quite easy to get rid of. So although you might get slightly dirty when you're eating, it's very clean very soon afterwards. So people can't really lay an accusation at bearded people. Oh, they're dirty. No, they're not. They're not. They're perfectly clean. That's what I have to say, really. Something you can say, girls, you say you don't like a man with a beard. You can say to them, but what you don't think about is how a beard will gently tickle you in the thighs. Now we're getting a reaction from them. Some of them will still be an reaction. Some will be, ooh, I hadn't thought of that. That's just one of those funny little things you could say. I think that's everything I needed to say. I know my little crib sheet. I said that. I said about beards and bands and plaits. combing, brushing, over oil. Oh, the other thing on there I didn't mention was some people, of course, doing a moustache will style it, a bit of a curl or something. You know, in my case it would be out there somewhere. But style it. They'll use pomade or wax, something like that. Again, you can do, start it out of the way. Personally, I don't want to stick a load of products in my beard or moustache. Oh, excuse me. So I don't, but a lot of people do. Use pomade or wax or something just to keep it out of the way. Sometimes it's just to make it look a bit fancy, curl at the ends or something, you know. So you get the look, so people, as you're walking down the street, people go, oh, look at that. Some people do it purely just to keep it out of the side, out of the way of the mouth. One for eating or for talking, so people can see your lips moving. Yes, I can see on the screen, you can see my lips moving. I have recently trimmed my moustache, but when it goes a bit longer, the body down there doesn't go that long, no, but a bit longer, perhaps down to about there. Look at it. Yeah, probably about there it hangs. You then can't see my lips, and it does mean when I'm eating it's slightly tricky. I think I mentioned in another video about how to eat with a big moustache. Also, you can brush it to either side or style it to either side, or you can do what I do, use the lift technique, as I call it, which is this, lifting up the moustache. And as you see my lips there, the only way I can describe it is to pout, as if you're about to kiss on. And by doing that, it automatically lifts the moustache up out of the way. So you can do that as you bring food in. Another thing, of course, is rather than bring food straight in, use a hairbrush as a spoon, rather than bring food straight in like you would normally do, bring it slightly from underneath would work. As I think I said previously, eating something like a slice of toast that's got jam on the top, or as you call it in America, jelly. You've got your, I'll use this coaster that happens to be handy. So this is a slice of toast and this is your jam on top. Rather than doing it that way, where you drag your moustache through all the jam, turn the slice upside down and then bite into it, and you don't drag your moustache through all the jam. Can work the same with a sandwich. If you've got particularly a lot of sauce or spread or something in your sandwich, you can do the same thing, even with a hamburger. Again, if you've got lots of sauce in it, turn it upside down before you bite it, and you don't drag your moustache through the sauce. It's just one of those things. I have been known, even in public, I have to say, at the pub, when moustache is much longer, when it gets to that point where it doesn't matter how much you lift, it's still getting in your drink as you drink. I have been known to use the finger of the other hand to lift it out of the way and have a drink. When I get to that stage, I know that it's time for a trim. And I just trim it. I suppose there's another video I could make, moustache trimming. Not that I'm saying I'm any kind of expert or anything, but all I do is I use a pair of nail scissors, and I look in the mirror, and it's better to trim not enough than too much. Because if you trim too much and you look at it and think that's too much, there's nothing you do about it, you've got to wait till it grows back. If you trim it and you think actually it's not quite enough, you can then trim just a little bit more off. Actually, you might be able to notice this cut I did isn't actually straight. Well, it's not absolutely dead straight, it's slightly lower on this side I think than this side, or vice versa. See if I can get close to the camera and have a look myself. Excuse me. Oh, actually, at the moment it's not looking too bad, actually. But when I first trimmed it, of course, when you first cut it, it's actually a dead straight line, very clinical. And I noticed it was lower on this side than this side, but on one side than the other. Not by a great deal. You wouldn't look at it and think, oh my god, what's he done to his moustache? But it was a very slight angle to it. That's just practice to trim it. And what I also do is I don't trim this outside bit here. This stays as it is. Just this central part that covers the mouth that you trim across. Another thing, I trimmed it for my sister's wedding. She would have preferred I was completely clean shaven, but that wasn't going to happen. But I trimmed it because one for the wedding and two because it was very long and it wouldn't stay on the side and all that. So I thought, to heck with it, I'll trim it across. But I had to time it because what I didn't really want is in the wedding photographs and so on to have this dead straight line across. It just looks a bit fake, if that's the right word. You know, it's not a natural line, but it's dead straight across when you cut it. Very clinical. So I had to time it. So what I earlier, because she got married in August, so much earlier in the year, a lot of time before I was going to trim it for the wedding, when I trimmed it, I sort of made a note of how long it took to when I needed to trim it again. And in my case, it took sort of a couple of months, was about right. So I then, in preparation for the wedding, I then trimmed it 2 months before the wedding, in June. So then by the time the wedding came around, it wasn't this dead straight line, it was a more natural look as it is now. So that's just a little tip for you. And that is it. That's all I have to say. So thank you to Bardock772 for suggesting this video. I hope it was helpful to you. Thank you to Jed King for asking for a sideways view. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you, well, currently as planned, I'll see you in February for my 5-year video. So until then, thanks for watching and see you later.